my time. Convince me she's fine, but when she leaves, I'm not so sure. It's always the same. She's playing her game, and when she goes, I feel to blame. Why won't she say she needs me? I know she's not as strong as she seems. Why don't I see and cry for help? Why don't I feel and cry for help? Why don't I hear her cry for I wandered around the streets of this town, trying to find sense in it all. The rain on my face, it covers the trace of all the tears I've had to waste. Why must we hide it more? Why can't we ever break down and cry? Why don't I see and cry for help? Why don't I feel and cry for help? Why don't I hear her cry for no need to feel ashamed. Release the pain and cry for help.
It's all I need. All I need is a cry for help. Cry for help. It's all I need. All I need is a cry for help.
Why must we hide emotions? Why can't we ever break down and cry? Why don't I see and cry for help? Why don't I feel and cry for help? Why don't I hear her cry for help? Why don't I see and cry for help? Why don't I feel and cry for help? Why don't I hear her cry?
Why don't I feel her cry for help? Why don't I hear her cry for help? Why don't I see her cry for help? Why don't I feel her cry? Why don't I hear her cry? Why don't I see her cry? Why don't I feel her cry? Why don't I hear Why don't I see